One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two,
1 in 3 U.S. adults suffers from high blood pressure. High blood pressure can lead to a heart attack or stroke. Get the facts. Know your risks. 1in3people.com.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Marjorie Gatlin. On behalf of Novartis Pharmaceuticals Corporation, I want to thank you for the 2011 ADP Community Impact Award. Novartis is proud to partner with the American Heart Association and the Northern New Jersey chapter in their efforts to raise awareness of heart disease and educate patients on disease prevention. As your neighbors and friends within this community, our organization understands the importance of your mission at the local and national levels. This year, I had the privilege of personally being involved in the Northern New Jersey Go Red for Women luncheon. I was truly touched and impacted by the courageous women who have faced life-threatening cardiovascular illness and their commitment through their involvement in the Go Red for Women movement. We look forward to continuing this partnership with the American Heart Association on educating patients and their families on the importance of good health. Thank you again, American Heart Association and ADP, for this honor. We truly appreciate it.
Dr. Marcus Williams. I'm a practicing cardiologist. Practice at Cardiac Associates in North Jersey. Is a practice up in Northern Jersey. I've been practicing cardiology for over 20 years. Been a part of the American Heart Association for over 20 years as well. I have a great family, 2 daughters and a wife who have been extremely supportive. I'm very proud of. Of course, I'm president of the Association of Black Cardiologists, and one of my important ambitions at this point is focusing on disparity in healthcare. I can't think of a better profession to be in, to have a great impact. And so that's my passion. That's what's drawn me to it, and that's why I'm excited when I get up every day to be able to practice cardiology. What I have to say that I feel most proud of is actually the opportunity afforded me to become a practicing cardiologist in this country and to be accepted for who I am and for my training. I'm very grateful. The reason why I'm excited about it is I believe every time we have someone like me become a physician, it creates a beacon of light, a beacon of hope for others, both in terms of improving healthcare, but also in inspiring others to rise up and do great things.
Dr. Williams has made a great impact on the community. I know that he does a lot of charity work. He's gone to missions in South Africa. He's gone to Cambodia. He's collected antibiotics for victims of Haiti. His wife Sonia's a nurse practitioner, and she has helped also.
When I'm retired and I reflect back on my life, I guess in simple terms it's like a cliche, but I just simply want to make a difference. I believe, based on my faith and how I've lived my life, that a key part of that is love. If my family, if my children especially, and my wife, and my friends, and my community feel that I have loved them, I believe that I've done all that I can do. And that's my hope and my prayer.
Dr. Williams speaks to our hearts, and he's a man of deep conviction. I think the reason why people pay attention to him is because they know he walks the walk too. And that he's a man of deep integrity, and he's a spiritual man, and that he's respected because of that.
I want to say a special thanks to my mom and dad, who, because of them, I'm where I'm at today. Their premium on education, their premium on not compromising, I'm really grateful for. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank both my wife, Sonia Williams, who's been tirelessly behind me and supporting me in the wind beneath my wings, and my 2 children, Lauren and Lynette, who I love dearly and a part of why I get up every day to make a living.
I'm a 3rd-generation physician. My granddad practiced in Newark and my father practiced in Short Hills. So it's hard to say that the inspiration to be a doctor didn't come up through the family. But I went to college saying I was going to be an electrical engineer, majored in English, and was just fascinated with medicine being a way to apply a skill and meet lots of different characters. Went to medical school in Columbia. I wanted to be in internal medicine, and then I thought I wanted to be a surgeon because I'm a bit of a gadgeteer. In cardiology, which is where I landed, one has a lot of hands-on instrumentation with procedures, but you're dealing with people with whom you can communicate while you're doing it. My ambition was to practice on the east side of New York, and I was all set to do it. But my dad, who was in practice here, took ill, and he asked me if I wouldn't come out and help him in his practice. I cherished that 1.5 years with my dad. I would say the area that I feel most gratified is intersecting my American Heart Association experience with the Liberty Science Center and developing this live from experience. Our thought was, if young boys and girls at the middle school level could see real honest-to-goodness science and could make a friend of somebody who was doing it, instead of that person being in a remote profession they could never access, they could in fact talk to them. And they got to realize that, wow, I get it. I can do that. And I think that this ability to pass it forward by sharing this technology in an organized but informal way has been a very exciting and very gratifying experience for me.
Bill Tanzi has the signs of a true leader because his biggest accomplishment is really motivating others to be involved. When he signs on to something, he becomes a champion, and that, I think, is a sign of a real leader.
In 1979, Bill Tanzi climbed a ladder into a burning house in Short Hills and pulled 2 children out, a 5- and a 6-year-old child, and resuscitated them for 30 minutes in their front yard and saved their lives. That's the kind of man Bill Tanzi is. He's an American hero. He's the real deal.
I suppose at this particular time, the greatest thank you goes to my wife, who has endured the many hours where she was expecting me home at a certain time, and I might have gotten home a lot later because my enthusiasm caught up with me with respect to a given project. One of the most gratifying experiences in the American Heart Association is it's introducing you to people that are of common purpose. So I consider it a great privilege to get to know Dr. Williams better in this setting. I've heard a great deal of him along the way, and I know he's really into taking care of the sick and the poor, as well as his own clinical practice. We have very similar instincts in different contexts, and it's a privilege to have this sort of relationship under the heading of the American Heart Association.
And I would like to echo the same sentiment with Dr. Tanzi. Just knowing his passion and finding out there's someone that has a passion similar to what I see as a need within our community is very exciting. You pull 2 leaders together like that, and the energy, the resources, and really great things are possible. And so I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to work. It's quite an honor actually to work with Dr. Tanzi and the American Heart Association.